Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 23 yards on the play. To throw now on first down. Room here to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. 23 carries, 130 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pace. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on 1st down. Pace. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Play action. They'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. We're back to Houston in just a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3-19.
They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. Line it.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Texans are in for 6. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. gets through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign. Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team. And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Pace incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
First, they go right back to Howard. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Pace. Wide open receiver complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Santos now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Look to throw here. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Throwing to start the drive. Pace. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On 3rd down, Pace. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Pace. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain.
Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Pace. He leaves this one for Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw on second down. Pace. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. This is Howard on second down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the gun on third down. Pace. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And his throw is incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Pace dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Texans haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Bears have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Bears with the football midway through the first. The pass will be completed along the sideline. He'll make it to the 32-yard line and then run out of bounds. Continuing on the drive, Howard's going to dart up the middle, and he'll go in from 7 yards out. They're now on top by 4. Now early in the second, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They go ahead by a field goal. Midway through the second quarter, Pace is on target here, and he's going to go 72 yards for the score. Bears go up by 4. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, Pace. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. Pace. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Pace. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, Pace, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Looking to throw. Pace. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here we go now! Green 39!
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile. They'll drop to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
They go with Howard again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Back to throw. Pace. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got some space here. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. A try here for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Trey McBride now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looking to throw. Pace. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, they run with Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27. Here we go with 2nd and 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A give to Howard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, and I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of this.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out comes Houston. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
It's green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
He'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 27. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Three yards to go on second down.
Let's go! Blue landed!
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, 8.
Let's go! Green and
Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They're going to look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
Partner's not just a little slot receivers. Get a little trepidation going across the middle. Even the big guys, even guys like a tight end, they got a little concern going across there, going through the briar patch.
Maybe hearing some footsteps, getting a little gator arm.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Chicago, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.